Welcome back to the channel. Everyone, today we're diving into one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the market. So don't forget to subscribe, and share this video with fellow coin lovers and collectors. The $1 Susan B. Anthony coin from the United States of America, a coin that holds historical significance and, in certain rare forms, can be incredibly valuable. Magnifying glass still to the left some rare versions of this coin, often called Silver Lake varieties by collectors, have become major highlights in the numismatic world. These coins are not just everyday change. They are pieces of history, highly prized for their rarity, condition, and unique minting errors. Gemstone, whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who admires the beauty and significance of American currency, this video is definitely for you. Let's get started. First up, the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar coin isn't just another piece of American change. It holds within it a powerful history and a mystique that continues to captivate collectors across the world. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary coin, modestly sized, silvery in tone, and bearing the iconic profile of Susan B. Anthony, the suffragette who fought tirelessly for women's rights. But make no mistake, this coin is far from ordinary. In the right condition, and with the right minting characteristics, this small piece of metal could potentially transform your financial future in the blink of an eye. What makes the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar truly compelling is its unique place in numismatic history. This was the first time a real woman, rather than a symbolic representation, appeared on U.S. currency. That alone makes the coin culturally and historically significant. But there's more. The 1979 series was the inaugural release of the Susan B. Anthony dollar, and among them, certain versions with rare mint errors, proof strikes, or unique characteristics have become hot commodities in the collector's market. One of the most sought-after features of the 1979 P coin is a wide rim or near-date variety. On this version, the space in between the date and the coin's rim is significantly narrower than usual. This small difference, unnoticed by most, drastically increases the coin's rarity and its value. Collectors have paid hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars, for examples in pristine, uncirculated condition. And should a coin surface in a flawless proof-like state, its value could rise astronomically depending on market demand. Silver content is another topic that adds a layer of mystique. While the regular Susan B. Anthony coins were made with a copper-nickel-clad composition, rumors have circulated for decades about rare silver strike errors. While not officially confirmed by the U.S. Mint, some collectors claim to have come across unusually heavy specimens or coins with a different tone, hinting at a rare silver mix-up. Should you be lucky enough to own such a rarity, its worth could easily exceed six figures, making it one of the most lucrative coins in your collection. The market value of coins is determined by more than age or composition. Condition plays a massive role. Coins graded MS-67 or above by recognized institutions like PCGS or NGC fetch premium prices. The 1979 P dollar in such top condition becomes more than just a collectible. It becomes a potential investment, an artifact of history, and a passport to wealth. Collectors know this, and auctions have proven time and again that demand can drive a coin's price into unimaginable territory. Yet, it's not just about money. The Susan B. Anthony dollar also symbolizes strength, courage, and progress. It's a coin that tells a story of battles fought, rights won, and milestones achieved. Owning it is like holding a piece of the ongoing American narrative. That emotional resonance adds to its desirability. People don't just buy this coin. They seek it out, they chase it, they dream about it. There have been whispers in the numismatic world of ultra-rare 1979 P coins that never made it into general circulation, specimens minted in silver by accident, or proofs meant for collectors that ended up in everyday hands. These coins, if they exist in verifiable condition, could easily command sums in the millions. Imagine walking around with such a coin in your pocket, unaware of its true worth. It's the kind of hidden fortune that legends are made of. If you find yourself in possession of a 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar, don't rush to spend it or sell it at face value. Take a moment. Examine its details, the rim, the finish, the weight. Get it appraised. For all you know, You might be holding a key to financial freedom, a numismatic miracle waiting to be discovered. In the numismatic community, stories circulate of coins that change lives, inheritances built on old coffee can stashes, fortunes unearthed in garage sales, legacies created from forgotten heirlooms. Your 1979 P coin could be one of those tales waiting to be told. Don't let it slip away for pocket change. There's also an emotional satisfaction in owning a coin like this. You're not just a collector. You're a steward of history, a keeper of stories. That little disc in your palm has traveled through time and human hands, gathering value and meaning along the way. And now it's in your hands, your future to decide. So hold tight to your 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar. In a world full of uncertainty, it might just be your golden ticket, an overlooked treasure with the power to change your life overnight. Treat it not as a coin, but as a crown jewel in your personal treasury. Because sometimes the smallest things carry the greatest fortunes. Next up, the 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar. Its perceived value, historical importance, and legendary potential for life-changing fortune. The 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar coin may look small, silver-toned, and almost overlooked in a sea of more colorful currency, but do not let its modest appearance fool you. This coin is a symbol of a revolutionary moment in U.S. history, bearing the face of one of the boldest voices for women's rights. It is more than just metal, it's a marker of change. With its release, the United States not only honored Susan B. Anthony's lifelong activism, but also reshaped how Americans viewed who belonged on their money. Now imagine this, a coin minted over 4 decades ago, sitting quietly in drawers, change jars, and old wallets. But among these ordinary examples are rare gems, flawless strikes, misprints, special mint errors that collectors would pay unimaginable sums for. The 1980 P coin, when found in near-perfect condition or with rare characteristics, can reach sky-high prices at auctions, occasionally shocking experts with its value. While the typical version may not fetch a fortune, the right one absolutely can. That's where the dream begins. What sets the 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar apart isn't just its unique story, but also its surprising scarcity in top-grade condition. Many coins from that era were circulated heavily, scratched and worn by decades of use. But a pristine example? That's a whole different ballgame. Especially if the coin contains a striking anomaly, perhaps a misalignment, a double die, or an off-metal error. These rarities are what transform this humble coin into a golden ticket. Collectors today are scouring the country, hunting through rolls of coins, inherited boxes, and old collections hoping to find this elusive masterpiece. The excitement of potentially discovering a version of the coin worth thousands, or even millions, is fueling a modern-day gold rush. Each coin is examined under magnification, weighed, and tested, because one small difference could be the detail that changes everything. Silver in color, but forged primarily from copper and nickel, this coin mimics silver's brilliance without the intrinsic metal value. But when a coin from this series is discovered with a silver planchet, possibly a mix-up at the mint, it becomes a priceless relic. That rare error could lift the coin's worth from pocket change to powerfully rich. A single such find has the potential to make headlines and change the discoverer's life overnight. Owning a valuable 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar is like holding a hidden secret in your hand. Most people would spend it without a second thought. But for the few who understand what they have, the coin becomes a key to a world of collecting, auctions, and prestige. It becomes a story worth telling, a treasure found, a miracle stumbled upon, a fortune in disguise. The deeper magic of this coin lies in the way it connects you to history. Susan B. Anthony's fight for equality echoes through every edge and engraving. Holding the coin is like shaking hands with the past, and passing it forward is passing along a message of strength. That symbolic power adds emotional weight to the financial value, turning it from currency to artifact. Those who understand coins know it's not just about metal or numbers. It's about timing, rarity, passion, and discovery. The 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar, when found in its rarest form, taps into all of those. It ignites the collector's fire, the treasure hunter's spark, and the historian's awe, all wrapped in a single inch of metal. It's a currency of dreams. This is why, if you have such a coin, you must protect it with care. Don't rush to sell it to the first buyer. Don't throw it into a pile with other change. It could be the beginning of a life-changing story. Think before you let it go, because once it's out of your hands, you might never hold something so valuable again. We live in a world where fortunes can be made with a simple discovery, and the right Susan B. Anthony dollar is just that kind of discovery. A rare variant, found at the bottom of a jewelry box or taped to a photo album, could fetch prices beyond belief. It could pay off debts, buy a house, or fund a dream. That's not fiction. It's happened before. Your future could very well be waiting inside an old drawer or coin folder. That 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar might be the one everyone's been looking for. Check for those details, the shine, the mint state, and the unexpected errors. What appears to be an ordinary piece could be your legacy in disguise. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and this coin is among its brightest. So take a moment, pick up your coin, and really look at it, not just as money, but as a piece of history, a symbol of justice, and perhaps your own path to overnight fortune. If you have that rare version of a 1980 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar, you're not just a coin holder, you're potentially a billionaire in the making. Don't let it slip through your fingers. The right coin at the right time can change everything. Next up, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony $1 coin with a D mint mark, as you requested, rich with drama, mystery, and a touch of fortune-changing magic. In the world of numismatics, the mysterious and thrilling study of coins, few treasures capture the imagination quite like the 1979 Susan B. Anthony $1 coin bearing the distinguished D mint mark. Cast in the fires of history of the Denver Mint, this coin was more than just a piece of metal. It was a symbol of innovation, legacy, and the untapped fortune hidden in plain sight. With its bold octagonal edge and silver-hued brilliance, the Susan B. Anthony dollar stands as a masterpiece that bridges two eras, honoring the past while ushering a future that could belong to you. This is no ordinary dollar. For those who understand its rarity and its place in the secret corridors of high-end collectors' vaults, it's a silent key, a silver sliver of destiny. The 1979 D coin, though circulated in the millions, has specific striking errors, highly sought-after varieties, and superior mint condition examples that elevate it from common change to a financial talisman. Owning the right specimen of this coin can mean sitting on a value that grows not in cents, but in leaps of thousands, and yes, potentially even into the millions. The allure of this coin lies not only in its design, but also in its nuance. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony series was the first U.S. coin to honor a real woman, and that alone gives it immense historical significance. But it's the specific deminted versions, those with perfect detail, deep mirrored fields, frosted devices, or rare dye varieties, that ascend into collector legend. Some carry mysterious double die obverse. Others flash cameo contrast that rival precious silver proofs, even if technically composed mostly of copper nickel. Now imagine you have this coin, tucked away, hidden in a drawer, or handed down from a grandparent. It looks ordinary at first glance, just another relic from the late 20th century. But under the lens of an expert or in the spotlight of a rare coin auction, its value begins to unfold like a spell being recited. What was once tossed around as mere currency now becomes a fortune-carrying artifact, ready to flip your life like a switch, from regular to extraordinary in the time it takes an auctioneer to bang a gavel. There are whispered tales in numismatic circles of a few of these coins, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS 68 or higher, selling for thousands of dollars each. The rarest of the rare, those with ultra-deep mirrors or minting errors never meant to be released, can fetch inconceivable sums. And because they are still occasionally found in circulation or old coin jars, the dream of discovering one yourself is very much alive. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was controversial for its time. It was often mistaken for a quarter, causing confusion among the public, which led to its short-lived production. But it is precisely that short run, combined with mint-specific rarities, that now makes this coin a legend. And like all legends, it rewards those bold enough to look beyond the surface, to see the magic behind the mundane. Hold one of these coins in your hand and feel its weight. Not just a physical weight, but the weight of history, activism, rebellion, and change. It's a coin that marked a turning point in U.S. coinage and in the representation of women in public symbols. And it could mark a turning point in your own life, too. Financially, spiritually, even emotionally, if you possess the right one. Every now and then, the market experiences a shakeup. A coin like this appears at an estate sale or coin show. Its rarity undetected, and it's scooped up for a pittance. Then, as collectors recognize what it is, perhaps a rare variety or mint state condition, its value skyrockets. These coins don't just sit in dusty drawers anymore. They become headlines, auction stars, and portfolio jewels. So if you have this coin, don't sell it cheap. Don't trade it at face value, or leave it in the shadows. It's a beacon, a whisper from history that says, you may be holding more than you realize. Seek out a coin expert. Get it graded. Hold your breath as the grade is revealed. And when that grade turns out to be a near-perfect mint state, know that your life is about to change forever. This isn't just about money. It's about fate. A single coin that was once passed off for a vending machine snack could now buy a home. That's not fiction. It's the truth buried in the glitter of metal and the grooves of time. Some lucky individuals have walked into that kind of fortune, and there's no reason you couldn't be next. A coin collector once said, every coin has a story, but some write the next chapter of your life. The 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony Dollar might just be your chapter 1 of wealth. Don't let it pass unnoticed. Don't dismiss it as spare change. This coin, this unassuming disc of metal, might be your ladder to stars. Because sometimes it takes just one coin to change everything. One overlooked treasure, one historical relic, $1 to become a millionaire overnight. If you hold this coin, you hold more than metal. You hold power, potential, and perhaps your fortune waiting to awaken.